Oh, good morning. The Sexy Man Pajamas here on the YouTube. Wow. I'll tell you what, I didn't do laundry last night. I didn't do anything. After I got back in the truck and I recorded this section, I did my edit. I laid down. And I was passed out by 8 o'clock. I slept all night. No, I didn't. I tossed there until about 11. Then I finally fell asleep. So I didn't even watch the game. And I woke up at 7. I didn't have my alarm set. I woke up at like 7:30. And I was like, nah. I just kind of laid there. I was waiting for my coordinator to come in so we can work out, get a load, follow, because I didn't want to go into the weekend without having 2 loads backed up. I didn't want to wait till Monday to find a load. So, what we've worked out, and I didn't want to miss breakfast. I noticed what time it was, about 9, a little after 9. I was like, I didn't want to miss breakfast. Get out there stuck in traffic somewhere. So I DoorDashed Burger King to me. Breakfast burritos and tots and a sausage, egg, and cheese croissant. Good. But we got a couple loads booked. We got that one, like I said, after we drop off, after we pick up that trailer in Apopka, whatever. Tomorrow, Apopka, that's it. Tomorrow in Florida, we're going to take that over to Opelika, Alabama, to Cant. Pick up that installation load, drop it off on Monday in Houston. And he kept saying, hey, get one of these, because you know I like them San Antonio carrier loads, right? So go to San Antonio, pick up this one. Going down there kissing me. I said, no, I don't want to go. I'm not. So I sat there I pondered on it for about 30 minutes. I got on the board and I looked to see if it was still available, and it wasn't. But a Tyler load popped up. Just as good on the money, but I'm only going to Jacksonville. Same day ahead either way. 200 miles. It's either San Antonio, from Houston to San Antonio, or from Houston to Tyler. 200 miles. But this one's just as good enough, just as good on the money, the load pay, and I'm only going to Jacksonville. So cool. We went ahead and booked that one. That picks up Monday. Now initially I picked up I committed to a load last night out of McGregor, going somewhere. Really good load with an agent that I have a good relationship with. But he messaged Tony this morning when Tony called me, saying that load was delayed until Tuesday. And the agent knows me, and Tony does too, that I wasn't going to wait another day for that load. So they went ahead and took me off of it. So anyhow, we got good loads. We got some really good couple back-to-back loads booked out. And hopefully we can get something out of Jacksonville area. Probably going to wind up being a 300-mile day ahead to Grovetown, Georgia, which is fine because I like them tractor loads and they pay really good. Probably going to end up being one of those, but maybe we can get something out of Jacksonville or closer to get me back to Texas for the following weekend. That's kind of the idea. We'll see what happens, but unsure. But for now, it's 10:30 now. I should go ahead and leave out of Mercertown. We're going to knock out about 700 miles today, and just get down into Florida. We're Bobtail. We're going to stop somewhere. I saw a place last night along the route. I'm hoping let's see if it's still there. And if it's real. Let me just double check here real quick before I even speak out of turn. Let's do that. Let's go that. Let's go that. Let's go that. Let's go that. Apopka. A-P-O-P-K-A. Apopka. I saw a fuel discount at a 7-Eleven somewhere in Tennessee. This was last night when I looked. Is it the same today? Yes. 161 miles from here. $2.82 a gallon. And we're only getting 3 cents discount. Goodlettsville, Tennessee. Right off of 65, exit 98. We're going to see if that's just legit or not. Yeah. $2.85 with that discount. We get 3 cents from there. We don't do 7-Elevens, but $2.82. Yes, please. Anyhow, let's get to getting. We got some miles to cover today. Appreciate you being here, guys, and all the support. Remember, do all the magic stuff this little third says to do. I appreciate it. Thank you so much. Let's get to getting and see what the trucking world has in store for us today, shall we?
Crack a monster, greet the sun. Big blues humming, ready to run.
I can't be the only one, right? Am I the only one that does not like driving Bobtail? I mean, you have nothing holding you down. You have no way holding you down. Every little bump makes your rear end just bounce and all that crap, and you're feeling everything. I don't know, it feels like you're feeling everything on the road. You get blown all over the place. I mean, fuel mileage is going to be great. Right now, I'm getting like 12 miles a gallon. Okay. But I was feeling some, like, I was thinking a little bit ago, I was feeling some like wobble or some bumpy and some weird feelings. I'm like, I haven't driven Bobtail in a while. Maybe there is a problem with the truck without having weight on it. And I'm like, that's just the road, right? Right? It's me talking to myself. And then sure enough, I'm on a nice piece of road right now. So yeah, there's no wobble, no vibration, none of that crap. So, but I can't be the only one who don't like driving Bobtail. Can't be. Oh, box truck, buddy, you was in the right lane. You was in the right lane. You had to turn over at the same time as me, didn't you? You little butt munch. Yeah. Alright, anyhow, we're about 100 miles from that 7-Eleven test. We're going to see if that 286 fuel is real, or they're posing, or they're faking, lying. Somebody's got to be lying. Hope not. We'll see. Well, I didn't realize this Goodlettsville, Tennessee was so close to Nashville. So now we're in that construction that's just north of Nashville. We're 13, 14 miles before we hit Nashville limits. We're about to get off this exit. And I was looking on Trucker Path. It doesn't list a 7-Eleven that WEX does. So I just chose a QT as a GPS point. But I just saw a sign that has 7-Eleven listed. Now, WEX should not be showing me diesel prices at anywhere. It's not a truck stop or a truck fueling location. It says 24-hour diesel. Could be a sign of a truck. But we're going to find out. Is this 286 a gallon fact or myth? Or does somebody at WEX fat finger something somewhere? We'll find out in 0.4 miles. We get off this exit. We'll figure out where the hell the 7-Eleven is. Then we'll see whether or not I can get this truck on there. Good news is, if it's not a truck stop, I'm still Bobtail. I can pretty much go anywhere that's got an awning height high enough for me. And the more decent news, I guess, is this QT right off this exit too. Because the next cheapest QT is $385. The next cheapest was that I saw was like $370 something or whatever. I see 7-Eleven sign right there. Okay. I'm hoping that if this works and the depth is, and I hope the depth is good here too, good price. I'll fill up that. I'll fill every damn thing up. Give me some 20-ounce bottles. Give me my water bottles. Give me my daggone my empty cups. I'll fill them all up. By God. Okay, I see trucks on the lot. Yeah, I see trucks parked. Now traffic's already a pain in the ass, and it's only like 1 o'clock. Well, it's noon Central Time. I'm in Central Time right now. So, and it's a Thursday. And the day before the holiday. So it's like, I just heard on the radio that this is the busiest travel day of the year. I need to see something about diesel. I don't see anything about diesel. I want to make a right. Diesel bulk def. Oh, the sign says diesel 385. $7.11 yet. Roost chicken and biscuits. I mean, $3.85 really isn't a horrible price either, but it's not $2.86. And my fuel light is playing peekaboo with me. Oh, I wasn't supposed to come in this side. Okay. Alright, oh, I see the light out here. I gotta go, okay, I gotta go from the other side. It's not laid out like normal. It's got a Laredo taco here. It's got a Roost chicken and biscuits. Now let's do this. Let's see what the pump says. Pump and the sign should match, but does it? $3.85. Diesel or DEF is $3.79, so we'll definitely grab some of that. Are you lying, Wex card control bullshit pooper? Find fuel, search nearby. 7-Eleven. $2.82. But it's also listed retail at $2.85. Somebody missed $1 somewhere. See? I don't know if you can see that or not, but I'll hold it there for a second. Somebody fat fingered the three. Man, what a tease. Don't matter, any fuel anyway. Alright, well, we know that the daggone Wex app lied to us, but I went ahead and got 60 gallons anyway. Filled up the tank. That'll finish this trip out. The DEF wouldn't work. Let me see it, because it pre-authors your card for like $80 before you can even start pulling. You had to do it twice, one for diesel, one for DEF. So the pre-auth my DEF, but the pump, the handle ain't working to pump out anything. So I canceled the transaction and it still hasn't returned my $80 yet. That'd be nice. I'll get it back. Man, that I'm gonna do a split. Oh shit, no, hang on. I pulled out of the pumps and pulled over here to the side, walked inside. I ain't had no Monster today, so I got some Monsters. Right now, I actually just started moving when I looked up there, but it was sitting still. We just gotta go. We gotta go. Okay. So as I sat through that 2 mile an hour traffic before I got into Nashville, now we're actually in Nashville and we got some movement. Got another big red block coming up though. I was doing some thinking, and I'm about to be as open as I've ever been with y'all. I'm always honest and truthful, and I'm an open book. I don't hide shit. But when it's publicly things, when it comes to like personal back-end shit, yeah, I'm not going to share all that. But what I have done over the past few years is I've been digging myself out of debt. I haven't been saving. I've been making good money. I've been working as hard as, sometimes harder than others, working and building and with one goal, to get myself back to zero. So after the breakup, I had a huge deficit. And then when I came out trucking, the initial hit with that was added on that because I dropped my house, dropped my car, let it all go. It's 6 digits of deficit that I had. And you hear me saying had. You might have heard me say a few weeks ago that I'm back to even, where I was very close to being back to even. I'm back to even. Now, that's good. It's a great feeling. However, from a credit standpoint, it's not. Because when you have all that debt and it's on your report, it actually helps. It helps your score. But once it's all zeroed out and closed accounts, it affects your score negatively. Because now you have zero credit utilization because you're not using any. Now I got a couple little small credit cards. I actually got a handful of them a couple of years ago, and I think I don't want these damn things, so I wound up closing them out because when I got those, it boosted. So I wound up closing those things out. I got one. It's a small one, just to have something on there showing it's current and all that. I also got not a HELOC, a relock, I guess, through my bank. Like I have a what does that mean? I got a credit limit to my bank that I can use anytime I want, and then every month I pay on that limit, and then it goes back up to whatever. So revolving credit line, there we go, revolving line of credit. Couldn't think of the damn words for the letters. So that helps. But now that all the big chunk's gone, it hurts. So now, like, I haven't been saving. I've been putting everything, almost everything, into that to level myself back out. But that's what's kind of kept me going, kept me moving forward. Now that I don't really owe anybody shit, can I just throw it into the bank and let it sit there? Can I be motivated enough to keep pushing for some sort of end goal? I don't know. That was one of the not one. It was the biggest reason why I decided to stop company driving at Schneider and go IC and get my own truck so I can make more money. Now, again, money doesn't motivate my decisions, but money's a big part of what I had to take care of. Money doesn't motivate me. If I don't feel like doing it, I'm not doing it because the load pays great. It's just not going to change my mind. Money is not my deciding factor. I've always said, yeah, we need money. But money isn't going to make me say yes when everything else of that load says no. It's not going to happen. It never will happen, even now. Now will be the chance for it to be that way, so I could bank. But now I'm bored. Well, I'm not going to say bored. It's just I got to have something to go to look to force me to go, and just simply saving doesn't give me that drive. And I didn't think I would have it finished yet when I first started this whole thing. I didn't think I would have it finished before the end of the 3-year lease with Schneider or SFI. Oh, de doo da day. Now, can I just quit? No, I can't quit. I gotta have money. I gotta live. I don't know what that was. Probably a T-Mobile thing saying, hey, oh no, it's not. It's my phone saying, hey, you're in Central Time or Eastern Time or changing whatever. But it's hot. Blue says it's 102. And I've learned, we all kind of know when you're sitting still, the temperature of the truck isn't really accurate because of heat from the ground, all that good stuff. But I have learned when you're moving, it is accurate, but it's not the accurate temperature per se. It matches up along with the real field temperature. So apparently in Nashville at 1:30 in the afternoon on Thursday, July 2nd, it feels like 102 outside. We are in the middle of extreme heat warnings. We're in the red zone. 72 miles, got another big old red zone coming up to show. So I don't know, man. I don't know how much longer or how, if I'm ever going, or what I'm going to do. What I would love is to find an opportunity. I mean, we had a great second quarter. I talked to my coordinator yesterday. I was like, you remember our conversation? Because the first quarter sucked. I didn't like it at all. I was like, listen, the first quarter numbers I'm not very pleased with. We need to do better. And we were being more selective on loads, being a little smarter on the loads, I'd say. So the numbers of the second quarter, total gross, I did $16,000 more. My RPM was 62 cents higher. I think I drove about 3,000 miles more though. But I had a solid second quarter. First half of the year, could be better, but first 6 months, 2026, not horrible. Now third quarter, we got to beat second quarter. Maybe that's what I use as my motivation. Just thinking of that. I don't know. Figured I'd share that with you. Don't know why. I usually don't talk about money, especially my personal money. But I'm pretty much an open book. I mean, I always volunteer the information blindly, but I'll be 100% honest with any direct question asked to me if I choose to answer it. I'm not saying I will answer your question. Maybe I don't want to give that much detail into something. But if I do answer it, it's 100%. Oh, Nashville, will you please get the traffic out of my way? Another mile and a half, we're going to be hitting, well, it should clear up, but we're hitting 24. Taking 24 all the way to 75. Oh, yeah, great, peachy. Then we got to go down through Atlanta. No, we're not. We're not doing that. No, we're not. We're taking 65 south. We're not going on 24. Okay, what you say, Jacob Bradley? We're not going that way. We're taking 65 south down to Birmingham, one of those places. We're going to veer off. And what is that? 121, 149, 151. I don't remember what route that was, but it brings me out down there on I-10 around Mariana. Can I get to Mariana tonight? I don't know. That's something we'll look into. But we're not going. Yeah, we're not going over Mount Eagle. We're not going through Atlanta. We're going down to I-10. We're taking 65 South right here, which is the route we should have been taking. That's what I had in my mind. Anyway, we'll figure it out. Maybe we'll stop by the Tennessee Tavern. We'll be passing the Tennessee in here shortly. Dolly Parton officially took that place over. They had a big grand opening a few days ago. She was there and all that good stuff. Cutting the ribbon ceremony, all that good crap. But no, I ain't gonna stop there. I've already stopped once. I'm not stopping again. All right, let me hush my trap. I don't know. Give me some feedback of your thoughts. I mean, I need to set something. Arr! I'm just playing. Could I save to get a couple trucks? And I really don't want to be behind the wheel of this truck no more. Maybe a couple more years. Honestly, I could build a baby fleet, 2 or 3 trucks. But that's a headache all on its own. I mean, everything's a headache. Everything's a problem. Everything's a process, right? So maybe that's what I'll do. I don't know, give me your thoughts, guys. What do y'all think? What should a man do currently, single, no home life, and really has no major bills to pay just yet? Not really trying to build wealth, but I am trying to build sustainable, comfortable lifestyle just so I can get out of the truck. I don't know. I'm open to feedback. I'm open to ideas and thoughts. Apparently, I wasn't back at that 7-Eleven long enough when I got fuel. So I got a notification that said 1 hour alarm. I'm like, huh? I thought I was back here long enough, but I guess I wasn't. So I had to pull over. I got to take a 30-minute break. I got 3 minutes left on it. I'm at this Exxon somewhere in Alabama. I stopped off this exit without Love's over there, but that Love's, I didn't like it. So come over here, just across the highway, and I got a couple Monsters, fresh Monsters, got a Coke Zero. What do I have? I got 2 hunks of Hunt's Brothers pizza. So 2 pieces of pizza. We'll go a couple more hours and then just call it. We're not gonna get all the way to violation alert. I've already read that. Change it. And we're gonna call. I'm not gonna make it all the way to that pilot, so maybe on the way back through tomorrow, depending on the direction from Opelika. You know, it's a good thing I called that Freightliner because they're closed. They're closed tomorrow. They don't reopen until Monday. So it's a good thing you called. I gotta put you on the list for security. Let them know you're coming to pick up a trailer. I'm like, okay. It's a damn good thing I called. That'd have been all kind of poo-poo. Because when everything's closed on a holiday, if I'd have ran in this tomorrow, there would have been no fixing it. I'd have been sitting until Monday. And then Monday come along, everybody mad at me because I didn't communicate. That's what would have happened. But I called them, so we shouldn't have any issues. Shouldn't. Let's hope not. What is that? That's a weird little icon. Special weather statement. Oh. 3:38 p.m. Central Time. A few hours ago, Doppler radar was tracking a strong thunderstorm over northwestern Montgomery. I mean, that was three hours ago. Why are you still 21 miles apparently from about 35 miles from Birmingham? And then we get on 80 for a little bit, bounce around. Yeah, 230 US 231 is that route. Take her all the way down. Let's see. We're 189 miles, 3.5 hours from, roughly 3.5 hours from the pilot. What am I looking for? Oh, this. Maybe I might make it all the way to Mariana. It's going to depend on how I feel. Anyhow, 4, 3, 2, 1. All right, we're out of break. Boom. Click, reset, boom. Okay, cool. All right, we are legal to drive again. So let's do that. All right, we are in Ozark, Alabama. There's a Love's right here. This is where we want to stop. It's 8:11 right now. We'll go ahead and just call it a night here. We didn't do the 700 we said we was going to start today. We've done 540. We're about 6 hours away from where we got to pick up tomorrow, so we'll be all right. Pick that up and then head towards Opelika, Alabama to Knopf. Wow. So, I'm wondering, I don't want to take a full spot because I am Bobtail. So I'm going to look around back there to see if they have a Bobtail section. If not, I'm going to come up here to the front lot. Just so I don't, even though I'm team truck's truck, trailer or not, I don't be getting pissed off if there's a Bobtail in a spot. Yeah, it sucks. I wish the Bobtail would have pulled up towards the front instead of the rear all the way to the back. So you don't think it's, so it doesn't look like an open spot for someone who's looking for a parking spot. I'm gonna park it here one time. I parked right here on this curb because I had to. Alright, so straight across there, it looks like there might be there's a I'm just looking for a place where there's a spot there. I don't necessarily want to take the full spot, but a spot's a spot, like I said, in my opinion. Like I said, I don't want to though, but I'm gonna. So I saw a sign that says, no Bobtail parking up there on the front. So there's a lot of spots. I say a lot, but there's quite a bit of spots still here. So I'm going to use this one. I had to kind of moan through here because this old driver walking across the lot here. I didn't want to run him over. That was awful nice of me, right? Not running them over. It's been weird looking in the mirror and just seeing air back there today. And you feel every damn bump on the road, man. It's rough as hell driving Bobtail. I don't like it. I do take a spot. I don't park all the way in the front. I don't pull all the way to the back either. I pull back just a smidgen. What that does is it allows that person trying to park beside of me, if any, a little more extra, little extra room to get it in there. It also prevents anybody from parking in front of me. Like another bobtail trying to share the spot, which I've done before actually, but it's usually earlier in the day and you have spoken with each other explaining our intentions, so no one's got to get rudely woken when the night needs to. I only have an hour and 45 minutes left to drive anyway. Where am I at now? Let's see. Damn you, do it. What does that say? Stop it. Yeah, we're 6 hours. 6 hours from pickup tomorrow, so 8:15 now. Our 10 will be up at 6:15. We'll hit the road about 7:30, somewhere in that window. We'll be there at 1 o'clock. Get checked in with security and go find this damn trailer. But anyhow, that's it for tonight. I appreciate you guys. Y'all have yourselves a great night. I'll see you tomorrow.